Exclusive TV.
Hi guys, welcome back. My name is Hawa Ibrahim and this is Too Exclusive. I'm here with one of my favorite housemates. You guys already know I was rooting for Elo. I just had to. Fellow YouTuber, I just had something for him. I had a soft spot, so I was so excited that Elo got into the house. And he's here with me today. How are you doing, Elo?
I'm okay, I'm good.
And we've had some backstage moments, and you guys are not going to get in on that, but I'll just you guys later. Let's talk about your Big Brother Niger experience. Okay. What was that like for you? Picking up with different people, the personalities, crazy, feisty, fiery, all of that.
It was a mix. It was weird because you can't understand until you're in there.
Yeah.
Like it's.
I bet you thought you had an edge because you interviewed housemates last year. Yeah. So I thought maybe that would have given you like an advantage.
No, I didn't even think that because Biggie's gangster, man. This season they will plot twist upon plot twist up. So you just don't know what exactly what influences the crowd. You can be popular 1 minute and the next minute you one little thing you do just reduce your. So I never thought I had an edge. I just felt like a few people knew me because of what I did, and that was it. Okay. It still took me enough time to adjust in the house. And the alarm though.
Oh yeah, I hear about that alarm. I hear it's legendary. It's got legendary status.
Do you know how bad it was? Anytime I was up for eviction, I'm like, okay, you know what, Elo? If you leave this house, at least you don't have to deal with that alarm. So you wake up the next day and just like alarm free. And when I woke up on Monday, no alarm. Free? Oh my days. It was so bad. Like what I wake up a lot of the times before the alarm, but it still shakes me. It was that crazy, but you would miss it because it was part of your everyday life, but it was really, really, really intrusive. It was very, very in your face. But so, yeah. So, as for my experience generally, it was beautiful. Everything was good. There was a good part. There was a bad part. I had fun. Totally. I'm sure I've made new friends, and it was a beautiful experience. I got to do things that I never thought I would do. I got to explore a different side of me at every point in time. So it was a growth experience.
That makes sense. That does make sense. Now coming into the house, you came into the house about 5 weeks or 4 weeks after.
About a month after.
Yeah, the show started. Did you think that was a disadvantage, or do you think it was an edge?
I think it was a bit of both. Right now, I felt like it was a disadvantage because at the time I got in, people had already known who they liked. They had already imprinted on some people. Yeah. Cliques were already formed in the house. It was going to be tasking for me to actually just break in. And then there was the apprehensive side where people thought that I was sent by Biggie.
Oh yeah, there was also that
speculation. There was it didn't help.
Because some of the housemates thought you guys probably were watching them before you came into the house, so you already knew what you were going to do to get to them, all of that. Yeah,
so it was very, 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 annoying because even after a long time, even if you didn't say it to your face, you knew they were thinking that. And after a long time, they would come and say it to your face. I thought you had a mission. I thought you were supposed to go.
Secret mission.
So that was its own thing, but I felt like also that I entered at the right time. Because if I entered at the beginning, who knows, I might have been up for eviction because of one little thing. It would not have been nominations. It might have been something else. The Bet Niger coin, exactly. So I felt like I got in at the right time. So regardless, I'm actually very, very grateful for the experience. Yeah.
So now going into the house 4 weeks after the game had started, did you go in with a strategy?
No.
Did you think you were going to even get it?
No.
Did you audition?
Yes.
How did you audition?
I went for the main auditions.
Okay.
I went the first day.
Oh, that was crazy.
Exactly.
It was a crazy day.
It was so crazy. I didn't get to audition. Lagos.
Oh, okay.
I was there by 6 a.m.
Ooh.
And by 4 p.m. I hadn't even auditioned. I was under the sun. I have tan lines. It's right there. I've still not recovered from it.
Okay.
And I left, but I gave up.
Okay.
A couple of weeks later, they announced that they were doing online audition. I'm like, it wouldn't hurt.
Okay.
Pata, they will not call you.
Exactly.
And I did, and they called me back. And
wow.
And then after a while, silence again. I didn't hear anything. The show started. I'm like, okay, they're not calling me, whatever it is. So on to the next thing. A month later, they called me. The next day, I left. So there was no time for strategy. There was not. My team just told me, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. Be yourself. And that's what I went in to do. The strategy might have come in when Biggie changed the rules.
Okay.
When I got in, he removed the nomination process and put in nomination challenges. So we started trying hard to ace those challenges so we wouldn't be up for nomination. And that's where I focused on. That's what I did. And so I think I got, the very first time he put it in, I got nominated. We lost.
Yeah, you guys lost.
Subsequent times,
you guys won.
We won, yeah. I don't think we ever lost again until, and then the next time I was up for eviction, they nominated me.
Wow.
And then the third time, I left.
That makes sense. Okay, so let's talk about, relationships in the house. When you got into the house, who was the first person that you bonded with? Male and female, let's start from there.
I think the first people, the guys that I actually made friends with were Ike and Gadoni. Because we were in a team, we were doing a task. Fraud was nice to me. Fraud was he was HOH then, and he showed me around. He gave me a locker. He showed me showed me around. Yeah, exactly. So he was nice to me then. I think on martial arts as well. But the people I actually really talked to at the time were Godoni and Ike, and Ike made me laugh. God.
But you know that they refer to you guys as in-laws now, yeah?
Yes, I know. I've seen it.
Okay, so who was the first girl that you bonded with?
The first girl would have to be, was it Diane? I don't think it was Diane. I think it was, it was Diane.
Oh, it was Diane.
Because I during the task, I was talking a lot more with Jackie because we were doing the same thing. Diane was doing something else. Okay. So I remember saying, hey, hi, what's up? Because she was so quiet. I'm like, hey, what's up? What's going on? But Jackie and I were the ones that were brainstorming most of the time, so we were talking. But after that, it was Diane.
Oh, okay.
And then
Vanessa. I really did not see the Diane thing coming because when you came into the house, I think you guys played a game and then they asked you who you wanted to pursue or something along those lines.
Who I was attracted to.
Who were you attracted to? And you said Esther.
I said Esther based on the fact that she was my type physically.
Oh.
Period. That was it.
Oh.
That was I didn't.
So what's your type?
I just.
No, expatiate what your type is.
Thick women.
Oh, thick women.
Yes.
You guys, that's a cue. I asked that question because of you girls.
I've always been vocal about this. Even before I enter the house, that's my type.
Thick.
Yes.
So what drew you to Diane?
So, beyond the physical is just one element. There are many other things that are attractive. If you're thick and you don't have sense, I'm sorry, it won't happen, right? So I feel like we had conversations along the line and we started getting drawn to each other, and that was it. It just happened naturally. I can't tell you per se, oh, this is what I did or this is what she did and made it happen. It would just happen naturally. That was what it was.
According to Jennifer, it just happened naturally. Okay. Now, there were people that thought that the Diane relationship was a strategy because there were times when you got angry because of certain things that she would say, and then there were other times when you'd be like, we're just friends, it doesn't matter. And I'm like, what exactly is happening?
You guys didn't see everything.
What is happening? When you guys, hot and cold, what was happening?
Based on the questions I've been getting, I feel like there's a lot you guys didn't see, a lot of conversations you guys didn't see because this conversation was hard. Okay. It was set. It was deliberate, it was direct. There was no mago, no
we saw the MG, after Diane's party, we saw the MG saga go down and you got really angry.
The MG saga was already building up.
There was a build-up, but there was that one that really, made you flare up and you're like...
Because it was just constantly happening. We had conversation, but just constantly... So, it's just what it is. It's one thing for you to know something and it's another thing for you to be put in your face. Okay. You know.
I'm your G. Tell me, really.
I would say, if I was dry humping, I would say I would own it.
Okay.
But I really can't remember what, because after
you guys got cuddly on certain nights,
Yes.
Back rubs
yes, because, we weren't even trying to hide it at some point anymore. Yeah. So, those things happen, but the dry humping thing, after Ibuka said it, we're like, what, when?
Yeah, okay.
Was it this time when we were playing on the show? When? We're asking, when that happened? That never happened.
Okay. All right, that makes sense. Okay. But as your friend, do you want to pursue Diane outside of the house? Now that you guys are out of the house, do you think that that's a relationship you want to pursue?
Everybody's so interested in this.
Yeah, because, we liked you guys together.
So, like I've said, it's something that we're willing to explore. Okay. So, as it happened in the house, so shall it keep happening.
But, we won't be able to see that, so that's why we're asking. But, fill us in on social media.
Yeah, we'll fill you guys in. Since everybody's not invested.
I know.
People have dropped money on the matter, so we might as well just let you guys know what it is. Yeah.
Anyways, now you were one of the many housemates that had argument or altercation with Tacha. How would you describe her personality? And would you say that she was faking it? Would you say that that's who she was, or it was all part of a strategy?
Okay, so I had an altercation with her once, the red box, right? Besides that,
there was no any other. I think that you guys actually
we're very cool.
Yeah, you guys managed to be cool in the house.
I think we respected each other. We were very cool, and we didn't insult each other. She didn't insult me, you know. So Tacha can be a bit much when it comes to those things, you know. But she never brought that my way.
Okay.
She did that to some of the guys, but she never brought it my way. So I think there was this mutual respect, and because I understood her beyond what everybody else was saying, and I think we all did. We all understood her.
Oh, okay.
We all did. She's a very, very nice person.
Okay.
I can't say, I thought she's faking it on, because I didn't know her before the house to make an educated guess or a sound judgment. So I can't say, Tacha is being fake or whatever. But when she unleashed, it just felt very natural.
Okay.
So it was just like, Jesus. And I remember having a conversation with her several times, and she was, she was open enough. So I was able to get even a much better understanding of where she was coming from.
Okay.
So I don't think she was faking it. I don't think she was being fake. I think she was 100% herself. Boom. But she's actually a nice person. So it was very, very, anytime she unleashed, it was very, very difficult to see. It was difficult.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Now about her disqualification, how did you feel about that?
And this is not my opinion. This is what I think happened based on an objective opinion. That day, that entire fiasco was very ugly. There were a lot of low blows, very low blows, and despite the fact that Biggie lifted the strikes, he didn't forget. The entire point of coming to the Big Brother house was to become a better version of himself. And I felt like he didn't see that happening with Tacha.
Okay.
And so, what was the point? And then and also I felt like, lots of times he gave her lots of rope.
Okay.
He gave her lots of rope, and at the end of the day, he didn't see
any change.
Yeah, and it got really bad at that point.
Okay.
It got really bad, so he did what he had to do. So I'm like, okay, I'm not surprised. Maybe I saw it coming at some point. Maybe I saw a punishment coming. I didn't see the disqualification coming, but I wasn't surprised.
Okay, all right. Now you also had beef with fraud.
Can we not talk about fraud?
What exactly? Because is it like you guys did not you weren't the best?
I don't know why. You guys didn't see a lot of stuff that happened.
Of course, they don't show us everything, so that's why we have to ask you these questions.
Okay, so that fraud fans will not come for me, because they've been coming for me.
Really? They've been coming for you?
What?
Well, that's expected. You're blown now, so let them come.
Let me set the record straight. Okay. There was a buildup. I didn't just
open fire.
No, okay. I'm not like how many. I didn't fight with anybody else in the house. There was one time on Mashallah, Big Brother, we had an arena thing, and I felt like I was unfairly treated. And Mashallah was like, "Yeah, keep quiet," and I told we had the back and forth. But after that, we were cool.
Okay.
You know, that's how it is. In that house, you cannot take things too personally.
Of course.
But that fraud zone was one that just did not.
It didn't go away.
It didn't go away.
Yes, there was still that lingering.
It didn't go away. We were civil. There was a build-up, and it started with the video power.
Oh, okay.
And that's, in my own opinion, started with the video power, and I think that's what caused it.
Oh, okay.
You know, so
he just didn't want to let that go.
He wasn't vocal about it, but we all felt that was what it was, because something happened. He was up for eviction. When I replaced him, he was up. He didn't want to shop. He was in a mood. He didn't want to shop, so we shopped. The next day, he came, took what Cindy had ordered.
Yeah. I mean, we all saw that go down.
We saw that go down. So there was something that I feel like there was something else he didn't see. He apparently he said something. Okay. And when I was in front of him, he didn't say exactly what he said. Yeah. He just said, "Yo, I don't want to talk to you again. Let's just just respect each other's space and stay with each other." Okay. And then I got the sense that he didn't say what he wanted to say, because Mike, I don't know, he stood up and said something and left. And then B calls me, and I go into the diary room, and then I come out and I ask Mike, what exactly did he say? Okay. Mike was a bit reluctant at first. And he said it. I can't even remember what he said. But I remember getting very triggered.
Okay.
And I went to confront him, and then you guys saw all that say with your chest saga.
Okay.
That happened. After that, we just respected our space, and then much later, we just became civil because we had to do tasks, we had to do certain things, and we're guys. Guys just don't behave like that, So we were civil. We talked, and eventually, it started looking like all was
okay. We could tolerate each other.
Yeah, exactly. But the certain times it was just you would poke me a bit, whether consciously or unconsciously, but I would ignore. But I was just genuinely just trying to be cool, right? People that say I hate fraud. Hate is an emotion that I don't have time or energy for. It's not useful in any way. So, and especially in that house, the last thing you want to do is hate somebody. One, and two, it can come back and bite you in the ass, just like it did me.
Okay.
Because of this thing now, I was up for eviction, I left.
I know.
You see, so I didn't have time for that. It's just that the energy around were two different people, two very different people. Right? I understood him completely. I understood. I knew his strengths. I knew his weaknesses. I understood him as a human being, but the energies were just, it was there, and it's okay not for that to happen.
Exactly.
It's very okay. Out of how many people in that house, you don't come and gel with everybody. Who are you? Are you God? No. No.
That makes sense. You guys have heard. He's cleared that up. He doesn't hate fraud.
I don't hate fraud. I would even work with him if he comes out. We would even chill. People didn't notice these things in a party room every weekend. I would make a video of fraud. I'll tell him fraud. I would make also some videos, some really cool dance videos on his page. I made those videos. Wow. He would look at them like, wow, we'll vibe. We'll dance. And even if we fight, even if we have one kind of weird moment the previous day, Saturday party, we're chilling, we're dancing.
Yeah, and that's another thing we loved you for, the Saturday night party. Man, you brought some energy. I'm like, yes, give them. Give them.
I think in that place, I
that
felt,
was a lot of fun.
I felt very liberated. Yeah. In that party room, that was my zone. I could just be free without saying a word.
Okay. And we loved you for it.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
Now, looking back at your stay in the Big Brother Niger house, what would you change?
Do you know what's funny? The one thing I would change is that situation with fraud.
Oh.
I would have taken a different route.
Really?
I swear. I would have taken a different, because I don't like conflict. I would have taken a different route.
Okay.
It would have ended differently. Because after that happened, I was like, nah, this shouldn't have happened. And I said in my diary session that I don't like the fact that I got to this point. Yeah, because my temper is something I've tried to control over the years. And I felt like I made significant progress until that time. I just got triggered without even thinking twice. So I felt like that situation, I would have handled it differently.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who would you consider the most original housemate? The most genuine housemate?
Me.
I mean, I saw that answer coming, but
my God.
Aside from you.
Besides me, Omashala.
Okay. All right.
Because of the energy, there's no way you can't fake that.
You can't fake that.
You can't fake that. Like, the energy was a lot. Jesus. So you can't fake that now.
Okay. Yeah. Who would you have considered your biggest threat while you were in the house?
Biggest threat?
Yeah.
I think the biggest threat is the biggest threat to everybody.
And who is that?
I think it would have to be either Tacha or Mike at the time. Tacha, right? Because she was. I felt like she had a fan base. She was strong. Yeah. So people could see that she was a sweet person. Yeah, and then she gave them the energy. Of course. So there was a mix. That was a brilliant recipe of fast house.
Okay. Now, relationships in the house, which would you consider the most genuine? And then you had a close relationship with Ike and Mercy. How would you describe their relationship?
The relationship is very weird, but it worked. Okay. There was this energy around. She was fire, right? And he was fire as well. But at some point, we had conversations, and I think it felt like he realized that fire and fire don't just work.
Yeah, it couldn't work.
He had to just
keep
calm.
Under the ice.
And when he calmed, it got way better.
Of course.
I think it got closer when he started making very, very sensible decisions. You get, So I felt like the relationship was beautiful to watch. It was intense. It was very, very intense.
Intense is the word.
It was intense, but it was beautiful to see. It was a beautiful thing.
Now, what's the one thing that you would miss the most about the Big Brother Niger house?
The way he spoiled us. Every Saturday, the clothes. And then it now became more frequent. There were some weeks we got 2, 3.
Yeah.
Those were the moments, my days, the clothes.
That had to be in slow-mo, yeah?
As in, this is Big Brother. The story is now
oh no.
close.
Oh, okay.
Amazing stuff.
Alright. Now that you've come out of the house and you've seen the massive love and the support,
Oh my God.
know, everybody, you're blown.
#blown.
He's blown. How are you moving forward with that?
So, I think before I got into the house, I was already doing something that was putting me on that trajectory to.
Of course.
Yeah, so
you were going to get
I was going to get there eventually, even if it took. Getting to the house was just a way to catapult me to where I needed to be, right? So I'm going to be on that path. I'm going to keep pushing my creativity. I'm going to keep trying to blow people's minds.
Okay.
You know, when I'm very much settled, I'll get back into doing that. That's what I'm doing. I feel like if I add a lot more to the list, I might be spread thin, and that's what I was struggling with before I entered the house. I was spread really thin because I had to keep up with the videos, I had to keep up with the pictures, I had to make sure it was really, really bad.
What would you focus on now?
The same stuff. But now I have a team, and hopefully right now there will be more financial resources, so I can actually have a bigger team. So when I'm handling this, people are handling that, so we can actually work more efficiently.
That makes sense.
That's what it is. So it's the same thing. I'll keep putting out the same content, maybe even increase it, but it's all comes down to how much I can handle.
All right, that makes sense. Final question. Who do you think deserves the prize money? Not who do you think is going to win. Who do you think
deserves?
Who do you think deserves the prize money?
That's a difficult question because on one hand, Mercy has come a long way.
Yeah, she has.
She has come a really long way. Like her story is something you can't write. It's deep. Yeah, there's that. So I feel like she's a front runner for the deserving award. And then there's also Mike. He just got married.
I know.
And then just walked into the house full of temptation, full of all that stuff, and he kept it together.
Cool.
Right? So that's really admirable. You get married, you're supposed to enjoy the honeymoon phase, all that stuff, but he just gets married and just boom into the Big Brother house. Because obviously he knew what he wanted. He knew what he wanted to be. And he took advantage of an opportunity, and he has a supportive partner. Yeah. So I feel like he's also deserving of that. Like all that cannot go to waste. Okay. Yeah. So it's really difficult to say at this point.
So between Mike and Mercy.
It's between Mike and Mercy. Yeah.
Okay, then. You guys have heard it from Elozonam. Remind me what that name means.
Don't forget me.
Oh, it's so cute. Don't you guys just want to name your child Don't Forget Me? Well, it's been so much fun chatting with Elo. I hope that we do this again.
Definitely.
Okay. So now let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. What are you guys looking forward to, getting from Elo? And just show him love on his social media page.
Yes, at Elozonam on Instagram, at Elozonam1 on Twitter, I'm Elozonam on Facebook, and Elozonam on YouTube.
Sir.
So anyway, you just type Elozonam, you see me, I'm there, man.
Alright guys, it's been so much fun. I hope that you guys enjoyed this one. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, and of course subscribe if you haven't, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.
Peace out.
Too Exclusive TV.